psychological. He's affected.
What you put out there? What did they ask you?
Things have changed. Oh, everybody. She's not living the life in her body.
Hi, Carol. How are you? I'm fine. Hey, your baby is big. I don't know. She's growing.
Nilikuwa naosha.
Alizia tu. Back to our channel today. Today we are hosted by Felix Ochieng and the beautiful wife Caroline Wangeshi. We are all the way at Juja, and we would like you to get to hear their story and as much in regards to mental health. Wangeshi had gone through a very traumatic situation while at workplace, and she's yet to recover psychologically. So let's hear from them how they've been pulling through 3 years down since she had the accident at her place of work. Wangeshi, how are you?
I'm good.
How are you feeling today?
Fine.
Why the deep breath?
But it has been a long journey. Since 2019.
Okay.
Till now, we're still pushing on. Thanks to God.
Are you sure you're feeling fine?
Yeah.
Alright. How is Mr. Felix?
You're good? Yeah, good to thank the Lord. We've seen His Son, we've seen His goodness since, and we have a testimony to give for what the Lord has done to us.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how has it been? The first time I saw your story aired by Lynn Ngugi, I've been repeatedly having to go back, watch, and I've been wanting to hear from you guys, like how have you coped so far with the situation and the event of having had the accident? Did you get any counseling? Did you get to go through counseling sessions, or how did you manage to pull through?
What I can say, it's just I'm just adapting step by step since the time I lost my hand, and still life have to move on because actually it happened. So I just accepted it. Though it has been hard for me. It has been hard for me being with the kids. I cannot do this, I cannot do that. But at least I thank the Lord because my husband has been a big help.
It's been supportive.
Yeah.
How about people from your home?
Actually, I was born alone. I don't have sisters, I don't have brothers, just me and my mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're standing alone.
Me alone.
So you only
And
have
my kids.
Okay, so you only depend on your parents. Like you only have your parents to run back to in case you need something, some help.
And also I have in-laws still.
In-laws?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also my sisters in-laws. Yeah.
Oh, they've
And
been
brothers.
They've
Yeah.
been
Though they are small kids, so they also depend on us.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're still in school.
Alright. Yeah, I get it. So is Felix the first born?
Yeah.
Oh. That's quite tasky.
Yeah.
That's quite a task.
I'm a firstborn in a family of 6. Yeah, and I would say I thank the Lord. The Lord knows why He gave me that opportunity. I do call it an opportunity to be the firstborn, because I've had to sacrifice a lot in my life for my siblings, and right from with my education, my lifestyle, most of it is sacrificing for my family and my siblings. Yeah, like I had to drop out of school when I was in college, so that my brother could also join secondary, and there were other twin brothers who were after him, who were also to join secondary. So I had to give that chance to at least to be able to handle the 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and after that, dad had nothing to do. He had some businesses in Nanyuki, but when they failed, now I had to come in. That's why I had to hustle so much, so that I could help him. And that's all I've been living for, to be able to educate my brothers. And I thank the Lord that at least I have the brother the second born in our family. He's a graduate. Then the other 2, the twins, are in their 3rd year. Then we have another brother who has also joined the college.
You just brothers?
Yeah, then we have a sister who is to join college. She sat for exams, the corona examinations.
Okay.
Then now we have our last born, who is also yet to join secondary this month.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had to sacrifice a lot because of those people. And the Lord has been with me throughout the journey. Yeah.
I know that you're jobless, and you just let me call it living from hand to mouth, because you have to go for Jokali. If you don't get that, day goes just like that. How do you cope with the so many demands, dependents?
It's kind of mind-blowing, because I'd say before even, you see, right now I'm a family man.
Yes.
I started thinking of my family, that's my parents and my siblings, when I was still a young man, before I even thought of marrying. Now I have a family, I have my children, so before I even think of them, I have my family to think of. And right now, I don't even have enough to feed my family. So then most of them had to stay back at home. Yeah, like my brother, who is supposed to join college. He was supposed to join last year, right? But he couldn't. Then my brother, who was in a university in Kisumu, had to come back home. Yeah. So he's still waiting for us to get funds so we can continue. Then my brother in Kakamega, Masinde Muliro, I thank the Lord that there was this grant by the government, KYOP, and has helped him a lot. So he's still in school, but now the other needs like rent and everything, we have to dig deep. We've sold literally everything, because now when I had my job, I also had some things I could run, at least farming and everything. I get my salary, we farm back at home, buy things, assets. Back at home, assets are like cattle and all that. But now we got to a point where we had to sell everything. And right now, even looking at my house, I've sold literally everything. What I'm left with is the screen, and that's because of the children. Because I thought if I sell this, my children will start going to the neighbors, because they're used to cartoon.
Yes.
But literally, I had to get everything out of my hand for them, because they need rent, they need everything, and my family needs food. And at times, children are children. And a child might go down in malaria now. You have to find, you don't have anything, you have to find a way to buy this medicine. So it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Being a firstborn is a challenge. And that's one. And being a born again Christian is also a challenge. Because you see, there are some things you think of, so and so is doing this and is making it in life. Then you remember, I am a born again Christian, and so I should emulate.
Yes.
I should be the light of the world.
Yes.
So I'm not going to do this.
But how has the church come in for you as a family? Because now being born again is not just enough. Being born again should come with the faith should come in with action. As a member of an active church, how has the church come in for you? Because I believe you're in as much as your wife is the one that was physically affected, and of course later on emotionally and psychologically affected, you are also affected as well. Because when she's down, you are down. How did the church come in for you?
Well, I'd say we had support from church. That was spiritual support and spiritual counseling. And it's not a big church, so I wouldn't say we expected a lot. We thank the Lord that at least we had them, the spiritual counseling, because at least that was free. She did not undergo any counseling from any professional, so at least I thank the Lord that the pastor was there for that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
We also find the help from help us with the hands.
we had this believer. She's and she gave me a different view of Christians. You see, once a born again Christian, there's some things you should not show yourself. You let the Lord be glorified.
Yes.
So anonymously, she didn't want us to meet her. She didn't want us to know her. She didn't even want to tell us her name.
Wow.
At first.
Actually,
I had to force her to tell us her name. She called me through the phone. We spoke for some time. Her name was
and
Ruth.
we have never seen
We've
her.
never met Ruth
To date.
to date.
Yes.
Now it's 1.5 years down the line.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's the one who offered and bought her prosthetic arm.
She did buy you that.
Yeah.
You have it?
Have it.
May we have a look at it?
Yes.
Yeah, we will
Oh,
show it.
wow.
It doesn't work much, but at least when she puts it on.
For the
Yeah, you see, most of the time you're out there and everybody's like, hey, look at her. So having that, and then she has a kikoi, it's not easy for people.
it alleviates the stigma.
Though I thank the Lord, now she is used to it. When Carol got this accident, she couldn't go out. Yeah, the day time she wanted to go out, she would cover herself. I do remember this time when we relocated from this town to Kangware first because of job. God had blessed us with a job there. Then secondly, because of our security.
Yes.
Because it got to a point where now the guy who was our boss now was collaborating with the Chinese boss, and we were getting threats. Like if anything happens, you're the ones who will be blamed. So we decided that it's good to relocate to somewhere else. So when we went to Kangware, that time she was in her very heavy because she had to cover herself. She wanted to hide this, and these motorbike guys, you know them, how they are.
Yes.
So they were like, hey, look at her with all this heat, with the sun. She's covering herself this much. Are you sick? And so I thank the Lord
That
at
broke
least.
her.
Yeah. But at least right now you can see she can walk from this place to the center.
Like this.
Yeah. At least with time she has learned to live her life like this. Yeah.
Carol, do you feel like you still need the counseling to go through this?
Just wanted to do sometimes. Actually, maybe I need to do something. I cannot do it. My daughter is here. And mom, why can't you do this for me? And I can't do it. Like she has like a string. Mom, help me to make a cut to me that. So I can't do it. So as in she's like, mom cannot do this for me. It's like I'm divorcing to do, but she cannot understand that I cannot do that. So mental. Actually, maybe
Gives a lot of mental torture.
yeah. I sit down, maybe sometimes even cry because I don't have another
You know, that's painful.
Uh,
No, when a child looks at you and she looks at you as a role model, and they definitely expect that you are a genius that can do everything.
Yeah, I can do everything
So,
for her.
yeah.
At
So
first,
it's tough.
at first they didn't know this.
Yes.
Yeah, they like.
Yes.
But then, a few months ago, we had her
This.
start mentioning that.
Actually, it's like every day, Mom. You don't have one hand, Mom.
She really likes saying that.
Yeah.
Mom, you don't have one hand. Then my son is like, Mom, ulikatwa mkono.
Eh.
Oh, Jesus.
She said, Mom, ulikatwa na kisu. Pole, pole. Kisu, Mom, pole. Umia chungu ati. Umia ni chungu. So it's like, she usually say it like every day when she wake up.
How does that make you feel?
I just accept it. Say, yes. Nilikatwa na kisu.
And at least, yeah, I think it also helps you with the fact that she's getting to understand the reason as to why you might not be able to do certain things for her. Yeah, she's getting off the hook of, Mom, why can't you do this for me?
Yeah. We are I know that there comes a time when I'll have to sit down with them
Yes,
and
yes.
explain to them
Yeah.
this is what happened. But you see, right now
Right now they can't
they're still
understand.
young.
They're still
They
very
won't
young.
understand. So I just thank the Lord that at least their mother can handle that, because back then, if anybody or if anything happened, the mother, by then she used to weep. She really liked weeping. Yeah.
She would break down.
Yeah. So like when it happened, and I was still at work.
You can
before-
breastfeed. Line to tell us about the prosthetic that she was given and who this good Samaritan was, and how did she receive it? How did you receive the news that you're going to get an artificial hand?
Actually, I was like, wow. At least the shame, like, why are you wearing this? At least I will not have that feel that I don't have another hand. I was overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
At least it relieved you of some mental torture, walking down the
It's
streets.
like these things
Putting
like
your
I'm
hand
guilty. I hate that I don't have what I don't have. It was like I hate her. So people are looking like I want to see her without a hand. How he does her work, how she cope with.
But they just to
Yeah.
cut her short, she said something that you won't believe. Do you know most of the people after the accident really wanted to see her?
Yeah.
The people who knew us,
Yes.
not to console us, not to
But
do
to
anything,
see.
but to see.
To see me without a hand.
And the others were very open. We've come to see how you look like without a hand.
Wow, you take care of your.
So
Zawadi,
imagine how,
that's
you
one
imagine
guy.
how it felt.
Were those your colleagues from work?
Others were colleagues from work,
Friends,
others were
from
friends from
colleagues.
around.
How do you cope with your baby? How do you dress her?
You
How do
imagine
those
you
questions?
imagine somebody sending you a message on YouTube and telling you, take a photo of your wife and send me. I really want to see how she looks. It's a friend thing. You're like, geez. Okay, I'll send you the photo.
Now that one gives me goosebumps. That one gives me a lot of goosebumps because
That's it.
that sounds a bit mean. Because in as much as people really want to see what happened, I doubt it should come so outright, that they just want to see how she looks.
Yeah.
How one looks after such a tragic accident doesn't really augur well with
Even
the
Let me-
later
situation.
now,
let me tell
even
you.
later someone can come, Carlo, how do you wash your clothes? How do you do your things?
But right now you've learned how to answer
Actually,
them,
right
and,
now I
and,
can-
and you smile back. You smile back and show them.
How do you respond to such?
How do it like you do yours? Because my hand can fold.
Yes.
Yeah. Why? Unafanya tu kama kawaida venye unafanyanga kazi yako simple. And sufuria, I only hold with my legs. Then here and here, then
You wash.
wash.
We've gotten. You see, by the, it's just.
Carol, you're adapting well. I commend
It's
you.
just that
I do everything, actually.
where life has taken us, but I do enjoy our lifestyle currently because the way we live, we don't have a husband and a wife thing. Like you see, Africans believe that this is a wife thing and this is a husband thing. We know in this
All
house,
duties.
in this house, we have to help each other.
Yes.
Like my young daughter Enjo knows when dad is around, he's the one who washes me. Now there are some foods that when we are cooking, it's obvious this is that's
cooking.
like ugali.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah,
I cannot
definitely.
do that.
That's me, obviously. So I just enjoy that lifestyle. There's no that husband superiority thing.
But I also respect it.
There's no Africanism in you.
Yeah. There's no that old tradition in us. No. So you see, when we started this, even some wazes were like, you know, you Luos are not used to, men don't go to the kitchen very much, so how are you going to do this?
Yes.
And I was like, I'm okay with it. And at first, it was like I have to train myself to do this.
Yes.
But it got to a position where I do enjoy.
Yeah.
We want to cook and I know, okay, now instead of struggling, I'm here, bring the tomatoes, bring the onions, bring anything you want to be chopped, I'll chop for you. Now I do the cooking. You need help in this, I'll do it, and it's really
It's just
enjoyable.
fun.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Wow.
Yeah, now coming back to this, life has taught me a lot. And since this, I learned even more in life. You see, through the struggles in life, through my education and everything, and going zero again, life has taught me a lot. But now the accident brought another part of life that I didn't know, and I've really learned a lot. I do say, at times I do say I've become more mature than the mature I was. You see, because you know now this is how people take us, this is how people treat us. Why am I saying this? Because I realized there's this part of human beings all around the world. That's why I'm using the word human beings, because anybody, there are these people who have a heart. And we met these people. As much as we had people who were like laughing at us, like when the accident happened. When you look at the previous video, the guy Joshua, he was like he doesn't care. Then there's this time we met and he tells me, "What are you complaining about? I've made you a celeb. You are now in the internet." And you're like, "Jeez."
Actually, he told him.
He told me he's made me a celeb. I'm on the internet. Everybody can see me on YouTube. So I should not even complain. I should thank him.
Oh God.
And he told me, you see, for all this to end, you still have to come back to me and humble yourself.
Actually, do you remember the time you were looking for a job? You say this go down. He has taken all of them. So we applied for one. We didn't know that he also learned that company. So the name Felix went there. I saw your name there. You look for a job and never give you a job until you drop the case. You come and talk.
Yeah, but I was looking for a job, and you see, for me nowadays, I have to wake up in the morning, walk, go to any construction site asking for a job. And you see, getting a job is not easy right now because a fundi will come with his person, huntsman. So you'll go there and everybody is organized. And now you're there. Maybe I'm a fundi, and also at times I just do any job. Because you see, you go there and you say you're a mason, and there are enough masons. So they need a huntsman. So you'll tell them, no, let me take this. I'll down my tools and I'll
just do the huntsman.
Yeah, I'll do this. But it's difficult to get that. So there's this time I had looked for a job and I was coming back, and he stopped the car.
So it's him or
it was
him
one of his employees.
Yeah, one of his employees.
One of his employees stopped the car and he called me, and you see the windows were tinted, so I didn't know who he was. And you see, when you need a job and you're desperate to feed your family, and somebody hoots at you and calls you, you'll run.
You run.
So the car stopped and he hooted, and I went there. I literally ran. And when he pulled the windscreen down, he was one of the employees, and he told me, look, as much as you push this case to wherever you want to push it, you're not going to get justice. So go drop the case, come back to Joshua, switch talk him, he'll get you a job, because currently he's the human resource of most of the companies here.
Yeah, around here.
So you'll go looking for a job and you would get a job.
Yeah, true.
And
Actually,
that's something, and it does happen, because now 3 companies I've gone to, and then later we realize he's the one who's taken, we call him a broker, he's the one who is a broker there, who has to bring in workers, and I'm just thrown out. So
Sorry for that.
that's how it.
That's heartbreaking. That's quite heartbreaking. And I'm really short of words. Kwa sababu sometimes I feel when people want to make you feel like they're your God, it sounds a bit off. It means the humanity bit of them is just gone. They are now on another level. They are forgetting that these jobs come and go, and even those that are up there, they scramble overnight. So today, maybe I just let you know something that, in as much as you're desperate, because I know you guys are desperate. According to the way we spoke with Felix on phone, I know he's being the head of the family. It's not easy handling 3 children with a partially disabled wife and being jobless. It's not easy. I know sometimes you can sleep and not sleep. Yeah, we call it just lying down. So lying down through the night and lying down through the day becomes a norm to somebody who's job seeking and not finding. So we're going to air this, and hopefully something good is going to come out of it. I'm hopeful, and I always believe in one man always saying that when you believe in positivity, positivity comes. And I'm happy that you guys are optimistic. I am also happy that you're enjoying the current state that you're staying in with your husband. At least he's helping you, because in most cases couples break up when such situations come up. So many couples break up. So I can imagine the task that he's taken up as a man.
Imagine when I was 5 months pregnant with this.
You're 5 months pregnant with her.
Yeah.
Look at how beautiful she
And now
is.
she's 3 years.
She's so beautiful. Zawadi. Zawadi. Uko class?
All thanks to
4.
the people out there.
All thanks to the people out there.
First of all, God,
Yeah.
then the people out there. You see,
You were telling us about a Mzungu?
yeah, I was saying that there was some people who got that hurt. And for instance, Ruth, who did this, and she even didn't want us to meet her or even know who she was. She was like a sister to me. Yeah, and I really look at the camera and thank every person, every Kenyan, every person out there who came in. People called, not to support us financially only. Some were financial support, but most of them were emotional support.
Yes.
That's what we needed.
You needed that the most.
Somebody could call from US and could take like 2 hours talking on phone, video call.
Yes.
just trying to cancel us as a family.
Yes.
And I just want to thank, I won't mention names, but there's so many brothers out there and sisters who came in, and I really want to thank them for that.
Amen. Don't forget about George who came from US to see us.
And we have brother George who came from US.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
George is the big brother I didn't have, because you see, I'm in a position where I'm the firstborn, and I have my siblings who want me to advise them.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
But I have nobody to run to when I have a problem.
True.
But I have George, whom, if I have a problem, I'd inform him, and he'll call, and we'll talk this over and over. This time the devil really tried to fight us down. To a position, I'll say this openly, to a position, my family was breaking up. George gave in everything to make sure everything was solved.
Even in prayers.
What transpired?
It's a long story. But George really helped. You see, it affected me so much that I felt like I wasn't going to take it anymore. But you see, we have parents, but at times there are some issues you cannot explain.
Yeah, there are things you can't tell your parents.
But you have a brother whom you can call and explain to, and that was George, and he was ready to listen, and he fought really hard, and saw us stand up again. We have a brother whom, when we lost our job again in Nairobi, he really tried to boost us to start a business. And I do say this business was booming. Yeah, only that's when all this happened. And then the coronavirus and everything.
The capital, the land, the stock.
No, that's what we depend on. That's what you eat. That's how you pay your rent. And it's a business you've just started. It's a newly started business. And remember, it's not only us.
Yes.
As much as we have all this, we still have people
back home.
My siblings.
Yes.
And I thank God that my wife, even before she had the accident, she took on the burden. For us, we do believe, you know this back in our land, we do believe that the firstborn is the father to the siblings.
Yes, true.
So she took up the task of a mother to my siblings.
Wow.
So she, most of the times they could call her.
Young as she is.
Yeah, and she could solve all the issues.
Such a darling.
These people could even come up with their relationship issues.
Wow.
And we had to solve them.
Actually, so many that she doesn't know, I know.
She could even hide my brother with his girlfriend, and I don't know. She was a mother to them.
That was nice.
Yeah, and I thank these brothers, I thank these sisters out there. I just thank these people, because without them, I couldn't have made it. It was going to be very difficult for me.
It's okay.
It was.
You know, it's tough. It's still tough.
God is great. God is great. I do thank God.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to meet food?
Yes, we'd like to. At least. We did. As in, how to suggest that you cannot do, because even in Paybill, I wanted to start for R&B so that I can get his hand, but
She came through and did all of
all
it.
of it.
Okay.
If it's not for the Kenyans and the people out there who came in, we couldn't wouldn't have made it this far. And even the people who are there right now. Because at times you're here, your people need food and you have nothing. Look at the kids. But we have a sister who owns a shop. I owe her
Where is she?
thousands.
We need to capture your friend.
She's outside here. There's a shop outside.
Oh.
And I owe her thousands. And she knows I don't have a job. But anytime my people go there and they need anything, even the kids,
She'll be
give them. Where we are, you have to buy water.
Can I help you with her?
You have to buy water.
Yes.
She offered to give water for free. Yes, she said, okay, now that you don't have a job and you have kids, you have to wash clothes. So what